What's cracking, YouTube? Welcome back to Pack Crackin with Pax McCrackin. I'm Pax McCrackin, and today we're going to be doing yet another deck tech. This will probably be the last one before we actually get back to opening some product, because Pack Crackin is traditionally what we do here on Pax or on Crack Packin with Pax McCrackin. Oh man, I knew that was going to be a tongue twister when I came up with that, but I think that's the first time it kind of finally got me. So this deck that we're featuring here is actually one that Joey Moss from Bad Boy Gaming created and posted. And the reason that we're going to go ahead and feature this one is he claimed that this deck went 18-0, which, I mean, honestly, I kind of find hard to believe unless you're live streaming it. I'm not to say that it didn't happen, I just think it's very unlikely. I've actually played with this deck, and it is good, no doubt about it. But I mean, I've gotten bad hands. I've had a mulligan a couple times, and I've lost. So I think it's a little far fetched for him to claim it's an 18-0 deck without like actual legitimate proof. So we'll go over the deck tech real quick. So we've got 3 Blizzard Brawls, 2 Snakeskin Veil, 2 Swarm Shambler, 4 Stonecoil Serpent, 3 In Search of Greatness, which is really kind of the engine behind the deck. Then for our 3 drop, we have Lovestruck Beast, Old Growth Troll. Then we go into our 4 drops, 3 Gem Razor, 2 Toski, 3 Questing Beasts, 2 Elder Gargaroth, 2 Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. We've got 2 Turntimber Serpentine Woods, and then 2 Great Henges. Lastly, with our mana base, we have 4 Castle Garenbrig and 4 Snow Covered Forest. Now, I don't believe I've tweaked this deck at all as far as making any changes. I would say 99% positive that this is the same build that he posted on his channel. If not, please go ahead and leave a comment below and correct me if I'm wrong. But the point is you want to get In Search of Greatness out, and then once you get one of the 3 drops out, you essentially want to be able to cast one of the 4 drops for free. Next turn, 5 drops, 6 drop. And if you get Great Henge online, it's just going to be able to keep drawing more and more cards. And same thing with the Toski. He's really great for that card draw. So after having gone over that, we're just going to go ahead and jump right in and see how we do. If you're new to the channel and you enjoy the content, go ahead and like the video. Please feel free to leave a comment and definitely subscribe. We're going to be doing a giveaway at 100 subscribers, so really looking forward to that. Hopefully we can hit it by the time Strixhaven's out, because I'd actually like to give away some of that product. Not exactly sure what we'll be giving away yet, but definitely want to give away something. Alright, it's a pretty good hand. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep it. I usually like keeping things with 3 mana. Just that way you get that mana base going. And I just want to go over the next video that we're doing. I shot that one, which actually is an opening. Gosh, what was that? It was actually yesterday. So I believe when I was commenting on there, I hadn't at the time decided whether or not I wanted to essentially release that, or if I wanted to film this deck tech first, and then go from there. So if you hear some comment on there about me not releasing this video, or if I'm gonna release this video, and then obviously you've watched this one before, that's why. Because sometimes I'll shoot a couple different videos like all in a row. Sometimes Pax McCrackin gets into Pack Crackin mood, and I just don't want to stop at one box. I'll do 2 or 3, and then I'll just kind of space them out. All right, so we've got Mill. You got it again? Do. Oh, excuse me. It's kind of late here, so just a little tired. I was actually I wasn't planning on doing this video tonight. I actually so one of my hobbies is I actually DJ, and so I was actually going to do a an event tonight, but the guy I was essentially kind of not running the event with, but who was setting it up, we were planning to meet up around 8 o'clock, um, and he passed out. So I was actually at his home because we were gonna go to essentially meet up there, and then kind of head over to the venue, and yeah, that didn't happen, and it's about maybe like an hour and 15, hour and a, like not like, probably an hour and 15 minutes away from me, maybe an hour and a half. So yeah, I essentially was kind of driving 3 hours, sort of for nothing. um, yeah, so that I don't know, I'm a little tired, so if I'm not as on it today, that would be why. All right, so cool thing is we did get Toski resolved here, so now what we gotta do is we got to take out. Actually, what I want to do is hmm. You got a counter for this one? Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that because now he's got lethal. Okay, we're not gonna say this is we're not gonna say this is the deck's fault. We'll say this is just me playing poorly. So this one the deck gets a pass on. Like I said, I'm tired, so honestly, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. Maybe I should just like get like some caffeine or something. Just maybe grab like a Red Bull or a Monster or something, and just pound that. All right, focus packs. The world is watching. All 24 of your subscribers. At least at this time, I've got 24. Like I said, hopefully we'll be able to grow that. And one of the things, especially if anybody is here is with the Crackin Packs MTG group, um, especially if you have your own. See, I don't like this. Actually, I kind of do, just because we'll be able to start scrying and whatnot, and hopefully get to what we need. So you know what, we're gonna keep it, because why not? Yeah, it's got the mana base we want. Oh, he's playing something not similar, but sorta. Um, so if you've got a YouTube channel, one thing I really want to do is actually um, I'd love to do some MTG Arena like standard matches where we kind of both use our own custom, our homebrew decks, or even if you like my opponent, whoever that ends up being, uses a deck from the meta game. I think it'd be pretty cool to like essentially kind of do a video series where let's see, do we want that land? No, we don't want that land. We've got land right now. All right. Cool. Sorry, squirrel. So we're essentially we're battling, but you get commentary from one person's point of view, and then you've got um, essentially commentary from the other deck. So it'd be kind of cool, to see kind of both sides of the match, and see how that goes. And I mean, we could do multiple decks, maybe like little like best out of three, do a 1v1 sort of thing. So if any other YouTubers are seeing this video and like the sound of that idea, go ahead and hit me up. Let's make it happen, Captain. See, it's just like, alright, right now I could do that, but I mean, like, I'd just take 10 damage unless he swings in with something ridiculous, so let's just go ahead and drop him, and then we're gonna hang back. Because if we swing in, he drops C, then he could swing with that Faceless Haven. And now we've got Snakeskin Veil we can do stuff with. Unless he takes the creature out. No, he's just getting as much beef as he can. Alright, well we can't do crap there. Alright, so yeah, so that's gonna be lethal, I think. Let's see, 4, 9, 10, 12. Yep, he's got game. Alright. You know what I should have done? No, I couldn't have anyway. So, because I was tapped out. Yep. Screw your land. Oh, look at this 18-0 deck. It's so good. Come on. Alright. So like I said, that first one was a pass. This one was, I would say, a legit loss. Because, I mean, this deck is good when the engine goes off and you've got creatures and everything. And you're honestly, like, honestly, it works good against certain deck types. This isn't something you can play against everything and have it win. Because this is supposed to be a quick aggro deck, and there's other decks out there that just are better, faster, and just more well equipped. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. I just 100% don't believe that his deck went 18-0, and I know he says, "Oh, my girlfriend played like 3 matches or whatever." I mean, maybe she did, but I don't believe that. I just don't believe that deck went 18-0. I mean, also it may have been in the lower tiers, but still, it's still kind of unbelievable. All right, so this is a better. We can start with a 1, 2, like a 3, and a 4 drop. So let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Can we get a couple victories? We'll go to a 30-minute mark just because that's usually what I like to do on the deck tech videos. So let's get our 1/1 out there. So it won't be this. Hey, look, I'm actually getting the first damage in, so it won't be the next opening that we're doing. But I did get a draft booster box of Throne of Eldraine, and that is going to be one of the products we're gonna crack open here. Because I've got a friend who's going to be coming into town who she plays Magic. I've known her for, gosh, what, 7 years now, and I actually did not know that she played Magic. In fact, she's got a larger collection than I do right now, which is kind of funny. So yeah, it's gonna be kind of cool to show her some of the new sets, because I don't think she's played in a couple years, if memory serves. Let's see what he does. Nope. Well, oh. For some reason I thought I had the hex thingy. But you know what we are going to do? Because I don't want him to get that card draw. Nuts to you. Alright. So another thing I'm actually kind of excited for is back when during, I think it was like Valentine's Day, they had that secret lair drop, and they had actually quite a few different ones available. I actually went ahead and ordered 2 of them. I'm not going to say which ones yet, but from my understanding, they're going to ship early April. Oh, excuse me. I'm really trying hard not to yawn. um, and so I'll do a video once I get those. You know, it's honestly, I don't want to open them, but I do at the same time just because I want to check them out. No, we're just going to play him. I don't need to mutate him. I was actually kind of hoping he was going to do that. That way I can throw this guy on a forest. And that's going to give us, what, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool, we can bring out we can pop our Turn Timber Symbiosis. Now we can do that and then some. Let's see what we get. And this is actually a pretty cool card. That works well with Gem Razor, just for the, oh, I guess we're not doing it. Charge! Oh, he's got 1 mana open and 1/1. Yeah, if I could just take it, because he might drop a what is that? Love Struck Beast in his hand. Yep. So my guess he's gonna drop that, keep some mana open for a counter. Maybe not. Let's see, what do we have here? So at the end of his turn, I'm going to go ahead and pop this. We're going to get our 4/4 green Troll Warrior token with Trample. And kind of put some pressure on him. Or maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll save it. He's got quite the hand right now, and I mean, he could just, I don't want him to wipe the board, and then just maybe with nothing, so. Although I think if he's running red, blue, green, the only thing he can really wipe with is that, what do you call it? Come on. Yeah, that red spell does 4 damage to everything in each Planeswalker. I forget what it's called. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I am tired. You know what? I'm actually really glad that that show did get canceled, because I am much more tired than I initially thought I was. And now we sacrifice it. What you got? Oh my gosh, so many lands. You got a counter? Yep, I figured. See, this, I find it really hard to believe this deck went 18-0. Gosh, really? Another freaking land? Come on. Oh, you're not attacking. Now we're just gotta hope we top deck something. And you know, that's so one. I'm honestly, I really a little disappointed just with the Joey Moss. He's actually one of the reasons why I started the Pax McCrackin channel in the first place. When I first started um, when I guess I should say when I got back into Magic, after MTG Arena. Nice. Well, let's see if we can. You know what, we're gonna just go big with this guy. So we got how many? 9. 10. Oh, I could have made it a 12-12. Oh, you saw it coming. How great. Alright. So yeah, I mean, like, as far as his personality goes and everything, I find Joey Moss really enjoyable. But lately some of his videos and some of his opinions on things I just think are just completely off base. So like specifically, um, his initial reaction to Time Spiral and saying how it was gonna be like a garbage set. I mean, and you may have seen let's see. Source you control with an odd career man has to deal damage to a permanent player, deals double that damage to that permanent player instead. Oh wow. First time I've seen that guy was that Obosh the Prey Piercer. Gosh, it looks like something else. Oh man, what am I? It's something Hellion. It reminds me of. Let's see, you know what? You got a counter, or it's a trap. What? What? How'd he die? Oh, because he does. All right, dumb. Yep. But yeah, so here's what I don't get. He was. Oh, all right. Well, GG. Yeah. See, I would tweak this deck considerably as far as what we're running in here. I know his whole, oh my gosh, his whole thing is you want to have a lot of creatures as trample, but I think you kind of need a little bit more utility than that. I mean, it's kind of difficult to like run mono green. Oh, excuse me. Just because it doesn't have a whole lot of removal, but I mean, I maybe add some like equipment or something in here. Maybe I don't know, maybe like a lithoform engine or two or something to get more triggered abilities to happen. But yeah, this is his 18-0 deck. Okay, but now that we've lost yet again, I feel like this is a pretty legitimate one. I mean, yeah, maybe we got land screwed, but again, this happens in Magic. You know, it's or is it land screwed or mana screwed? I think it's land screwed, or you just get flooded with lands, and mana screwed is when you don't get any mana, or you don't get lands rather. So again, circling back, his initial take on Time Spiral, and I know he since made a video saying how wrong he was, but I mean, like you gotta use some common sense here, bud. So you're comparing it to saying current sets are great, and I'm gonna I've made comments on this, and I'm just gonna throw it out there again. Zendikar Rising, perfect example. The value of that set, I mean, you can't even really. I mean, I think that the packs are fine, the booster packs, but I mean, you're not gonna get anything that's more than like $15-16 max. Any card you get in there, unless you get maybe like a foil green warden, and it'll be like maybe $20, like on a good day. So that's your top dollar item. You can't get the expeditions in booster packs, so in order to get your money's worth out of Zendikar Rising, you have to buy either like a draft booster box, a set booster box, or a collector's box. And even then, you may not get your money's worth. If you've seen my opening for the Zendikar collector box, I got honestly some of like the worst, uh, some of the worst cards in there. So I got one. I only got one expedition out, foil expedition out of 12 packs, and then the two toppers were, I think it's called Razor Verge Thicket. I mean, it's the green white, I think, Commander Land, and then I got a Grove of the Burn Willows, and then the foil one was, I believe, a Dark Slick Shores. There was a couple other like cool cards, like there was an extended Ancient Green Warden, and I think I got a Turn Timber Symbiosis in that, maybe. But other than that, it wasn't that good. It really wasn't. I definitely lost money on that. Well, like the draft and set booster boxes, I got fetch lands with each of those, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, like unless you get a fetch land, you're not going to be making your money on that. And so that's really one of the things that bothered me. Is he saying that Time Spiral with all these great cards? You know, you've got Sliver Legion, which is worth a ridiculous amount of cash, and I mean it's always been. I mean, maybe not as much as it is now, but I mean, even when it first came out, it always held money. You've got Damnation, which has always been valuable. Tarmogoyf, I mean, come on. You've got Vesuva. You've got Gemstone Caverns, which is amazing. And then you've got all the time shifted cards. You've got Thoughtseize. You've got Primeval Titan. You've got Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. Chalice of the Void. And he's saying that this set isn't going to be worth anything. Are you kidding? Like, did you look at it? Are you literally just making headlines just to, like, get views? I mean, because if that's the case, it's like, man, that's, I mean, just personally, I feel like you got to have a little integrity in your videos. I doubt he's ever going to see this one, but like I said, I mean, I really want to, like, I want to know his, like, how he came to that conclusion. I mean, that's what I want to know. I mean, yeah, and I mean, I feel like he's only changed his mind because of the value of the time shifted cards. Whereas, I mean, they're great and everything. Yeah, they're very, very valuable, especially depending on the ones you hit. But I mean, you can't discount the other cards as well. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in there. All right, let's see what we can do here. Is he like an enchantment? Oh, he is an enchantment, but he's indestructible. Lame. Alright, so I can't swing it now because he's just going to block and kill it. Alright. Again, this is the 18-0 deck, guys, and you see how well it's performed. White Weenie outraces it. Mill beats it. Like, I don't know what 18 decks he was playing against, but he must have had extremely favorable matchups, so. And I think probably this is going to be the last match we do because this deck isn't that fun to play. It's really not. I'm sorry. It's I mean, and I'm not hating on mono green. It was actually one of the first decks that I played when I very first got into Magic. Um, my very first deck that I took to an actual tournament was the Ponza from Mirrodin Kamigawa block. So with Firewalker, Shock, Chrome Mox, Arc Slogger was the hoss of the deck. You literally would drop him turn 3 through like a Seething Song. And then once once that popped off, you next turn would pay like 4 mana, take like 40 of your cards, like literally just take your deck and just like not throw it over, but just flip it over in your graveyard and just do 8 damage straight to your opponent's face. It was it was really satisfying to play. But the deck I was talking about, or my mono green deck that I really loved was Beacon Green. So it was mono green, used Troll Aesthetic, Beacon of Creation, and then I think it was a salvaging station. So what you could do is create a bunch of tokens, and then when salvaging they all hit, it triggered salvaging station, and you could essentially sack them one at a time to do 1 point of damage. So you ramp up using Kadama's Reach. I think it used gosh, what is it called? Ooh, you know what? This is gonna work. See if he wants to trade. But I'm only gonna attack with him. You gonna do it? Here, let me take the damage. But yeah, that was a really fun deck to use. It used Troll Aesthetics, Swords of Fire and Ice, Viridian Zealot. Solid Parage Mage wasn't a thing just yet. And yeah, it was it was really fun to play. In fact, I actually still have of the few cards I held on to when I sold my collection. One of them was, yeah, of course you're gonna tag him now. Well done. One of them was my foil Mirrodin Troll aesthetic, which I still have. I know it's not worth as much money now as it was back then, but it's got a lot of sentimental value. So come on. All right. Yep. I almost want to scoop. No, we don't want him. We need a land. Don't want that either. Need a land. There we go. Now he's gonna swing for 4. We have no, unless we get a Blizzard Brawl, which I don't even think. I'm not even sure if that works. If we can fight with that, with the flying creature, I guess we'll find out if we happen to tag it, or I guess if we get a greater, not greater Gargadon. I'm thinking Time Spiral release now. If we get a greater Gargaroth, oh look, hey, that looks like lethal damage to me. I mean, at least 4 is coming over the top. No, it's not lethal this turn. Next turn it will be, though. He should definitely swing in with the Angel. Oh, yep, there it is. There's lethal Angel damage. Why didn't he swing in with that one? That's really weird. Alright, nope. Like I don't know what's gonna help us at this point. Not freaking that. Well, what are we gonna do? Swing in with them and just die to them, and then let them just swing in for lethal next turn? Like I said, it's not a good deck. Sorry. You know what? Enjoy Moss. If you hear this, I challenge you to a standard match. If you want to play this deck, or if you've made a different version of it, that's better. I'd love to see it. And I'll play one of my homebrews against you. It won't be a meta deck. I mean, it might be the Rock, it might be my Scoot Swarm build, or it might be something you haven't seen yet. But yeah, I totally challenge you. And you know what? Maybe to make it interesting, maybe I'll even put up like a box of Time Spiral or something if you're willing to do the same. I mean, who knows? I mean, personally, I'd rather just do it for bragging rights to see who's got better deck tech. And like I said, I don't know, it's not consistent enough. Sorry. I'm just saying it's not, bro. Like this is my longest deck tech, showing trying to get a win out of this. See, like he should have swung in. Why didn't you swing in with everything, dude? Like I don't even want to play this anymore. I really don't. Of course. You know what? Here we go. We're just ending this. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching and suffering through this video with me. If you thought this deck was as whack as I do, go ahead and leave a comment and tell me so. Once again, this is Pax McCrackin saying we'll see you next time.